Good morning, students. I'm Untitled Kumar, science teacher, Halwasia Vidyavihar. Today, studies and discuss topic cell organelle. In a previous video, explained three organelle, that is endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, Golgi apparatus. Today explains other organelle such as first mitochondria. Mitochondria is the main organelle. It is rod shaped, having the two membranes, outer membrane that is porous and inner membrane that is folded membrane, and this membrane provides the more surface area for the functions. First is outer membrane. Second, that is folded, and the inner membrane. Outer membrane porous, and it allows entry of a small molecules, water, other substances, enters. And inner membranes that is folded, and it is semi-permeable membrane. Here some enzymes, oxidative enzymes are present, and that oxidative enzymes performs the main function, that is oxidation, and it consists of oxidative enzyme. That oxidative enzymes helps in oxidation and release energy that is stored in the form of ATP, and this energy utilized for different functions of a cell. So it is also known as a powerhouse of the cell. This presents many in number, and it consists of the own genetic material, own DNA, RNA, and also consists of the ribosomes. Its DNA that is present in a circular DNA presence. So it duplicates and forms the formation of a new mitochondria, and it is known as a semi-autonomous organelle of a cell. And mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell. अब इस powerhouse के लिए हम 3 points ध्यान रखेंगे. Mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell. ये रीजनिंग क्वेश्चन हमारे पास आता है कि why mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell. तो mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell. This is due to cellular respiration occurs in a mitochondria. During respiration, oxidation of glucose to release energy, and that energy is stored in the form of ATP, and that energy utilized the formation of a new substance, and also provides energy to the cells, energy to the living organism, and so it is known as a powerhouse of the cell. It produces energy in the form of ATP. This ATP molecules, that is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. These formed from ADP. ADP converts into ATP, and this ATP is the energy cell and energy battery, and it provides the energy. So mitochondria is called powerhouse of the cell. Second, it is it is the semi-autonomous organelle. This is due to it consists of the own DNA. It consists on ribosomes and synthesize the proteins. Synthesized proteins consist the RNA, so it is known as a semi-autonomous organelle. And the next organelle, that is plastids. Plastids is also important organelle, but it presents only in a plant cell. Plastids are broadly, it is two categories. First is colored plastids, that is known as chromoplastids. These colored plastids, colors are present: green color pigments, orange color pigments, yellow color pigments. In green color pigments, that is known as chlorophyll, and the green color presents in a that is known as chloroplast, and the red color, orange color, and yellow color presents in a colored plastids. Green colored pigments presents in a leaf and known as a chloroplast. Such green colored pigments having ability, that is chlorophyll having ability to absorb solar energy, and its structure is as it is oval or spherical shape, and it consists of two membranes. First is outer membrane, and such outer membrane is porous. Outer membrane, that is porous, and the insides membranes are present, inner membrane present, and that structures, that layers is known as granum, and it's also present in this form. And here the light reaction occurs, and due to the light reaction, the release formation of a food. So it is known as a kitchen of the cell. The two parts, when the fluid substances or other matrix are present, that is known as a stroma parts, and this parts is known as granum parts. In a granum parts, light reaction occurs. Here chloroplast presents, then chlorophyll presents. That chlorophyll absorbs solar energy, light reaction occurs, and in a stroma parts, that is consist of fluid substances, here dark reaction, and in this way formation of a glucose, and it is known as kitchen of the cell. Other is chloroplast. This presents in leaf. Chloroplast presents in a leaf, And the other colored parts that is present in the fruits, present in fruits and flowers. That is orange colors and also yellow colors. That is present in a fruits and flowers. And the second chromoplastids or leucoplast. Leucoplast, that is the colorless plastids are known as a leucoplast. Leucoplast generally presents in a roots and stem parts, and it is and here the storage of the substances, that is storage of a starch, storage of a amino acids, lipids, is stored in a leucoplast. Plastids are also called the semi-autonomous organelle. This is due to it consists own DNA and also consists the ribosomes. That ribosomes helps in a synthesis of a proteins and the RNA molecules, and it also multiplies and many in number presents in a plant cell. Two questions arises in a plastids. First, why it is called storage. The storage because in a leucoplast it stores the substances. And why it is called kitchen of the cell. अब देखिए किचन में क्या बनता है, फूड बनता है. तो ये क्लोरोप्लास्ट है, that is also called kitchen of the cell because plants in presence of sunlight during photosynthesis process prepared own food in a chloroplast. So it is known as a kitchen of the cell. And the third organelle, that is vacuoles. Vacuoles are present in a plant cell and animal cell both. But in the case of in a animal cell presents in a small size, and in a plant cell presents in a large size, and it occupies about 50 to 90%. There is 50 to 90% of a total volume of a cells which is occupied by the vacuoles in a plant cells, and it consists the single membranes. It consists the cell and storage of substances such as glucose, amino acids, lipids, all substances, dissolved salts, ions, which is present inside the vacuoles. Vacuoles provides turgidity and rigidity to the plant cells, and it maintains the plant cells, maintain the shape of a plant cells. In some organisms, these presence such as vacuoles presents in a unicellular organism during photosynthesis, during food nutrition. It is utilized. That is called the food vacuoles. Food vacuoles are formed in some organism, which is removal of a waste material, excess water and other waste material, which is also removed through the vacuoles. And in this way, vacuoles, it also helps in a plant cell and animal cells. In other topics are also present. that is the cell division. Cell division की बात हम ऐड करेंगे तो cell division means it is the process in which cell division is the process in which formation of a new cells. Such process is called cell division, and this process is necessary for all living cells, all cells. In a unicellular organism, it is multiply, division occurs, one cell to two cells, one organism to two organisms are formed in a cell division. Cell division process in higher organisms, there are two types. Here cell division में two parts. Plants का क्या है parts? First part हो गया nucleus, second part क्या है cytoplasm. तो division of a nucleus, and then the division of a cytoplasm. The division of nucleus, that is called karyokinesis, and the division of a cytoplasm, that is known as a cytokinesis. So there are two types of nuclear division. First is mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis is the process in which one cell divides to form the two daughter cells, and each daughter cells identical to parental cell. Such division is known as a mitosis, and the number of chromosomes present in a parent cells is equal to the number of chromosomes present in a daughter cell. So it is known as a equational division. Mitosis process, it also occurs in plants, in meristematic tissue. Division of the cells, growth of the plants occurs due to this process, mitotic division process. And in animals, all body cells or somatic cells that divided by this process. Second है meiosis process. Meiosis process occurs in a specific cells, that is reproductive cells. Only in a reproductive cells meiosis process occurs, and generally in a higher organism, and in a sexual mode of reproduction process. This division occurs. Meiosis process, and the process in which one cell divide to form the four daughter cells, and each daughter cells having number of chromosomes exactly half of the number of chromosomes present in a parent cell. So it is also known as reductional division and formation of gametes. अब एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. एग्जाम्पल क्या लेंगे? हमारे जो सेल है, सेल के अंदर कितने होते हैं? इन ह्यूमन बीइंग 23 पेयर ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स. When 23 pair of chromosomes divide to form the four daughter cells, that is the gamete, and it consists only 23 chromosomes, and it is also known as haploid, and fuse to form the zygote. Zygote consists 23 pair of chromosomes, that is diploid cells. The haploids and diploid cells. Clear? अब इसमें हम चैप्टर हमारा कंप्लीट हो गया है. इस पर कुछ असाइनमेंट्स करेंगे इन नेक्स्ट. थैंक यू.